Hi, I'm Katrina, your Pilates teacher at K Pilates. Today I would like to talk about Pilates and mindful movement and mindfulness in general. So, let's begin. Pilates is very often referred to as mindful movement, and the reason for that is that we move mindfully. That might seem like an obvious connection, but we try to really tune into what is happening at the moment. So where in general mindfulness, and you're probably familiar with this concept, is where we connect to our senses. We see what we see, we hear what we hear, we smell what we smell, we taste what we taste. We sort of connect to those senses and find ourselves in the now, in the present, rather than worrying about future or past events that might or might not happen. So in Pilates, we then focus on the body, our breath, our alignment, our centering, the movement, the stillness, what's supporting us, where we might hold tension that we can release. And we notice what's happening in the joint. How does that feel? Which muscles am I using? Is this difficult? Is this easy? How can I change the angle to maybe change the intensity of this? Can I do a few more with really good technique, or am I getting tired and I'm better off to rest and then maybe go back in once I recovered from that? So in terms of mindful movement, we then, as I said, we sort of can, an example I quite like to give with this is arm circles. And you can literally just swing your arm around, and that's fine. I might do the other one so I'm not getting in the way of the camera. And you can do that. There's nothing wrong, and I wish more people would swing their arms around more often, just to move the shoulder more. So you can do that, and everything is going, and you can feel that the ribs are sticking out and the back is arching each time, and it's all a bit random. I don't really know what's happening in the body or with the breath. I'm just breathing, I'm talking to you. Whereas in Pilates, we would then do this with a lot more focus and control. So the arm goes up and my shoulder comes up, and I reach the arm up, my arm becomes an extension of the spine. My rib-hip connection is staying in neutral. I'm not sticking the ribs out, not arching the back. I then let the arm reach back with that alignment. And notice how that feels. I notice that it stretches the shoulder. I notice how far I can take that. And then I start again. And I breathe in. And I breathe out. And then I might choose to change direction. And then I notice that feels quite different in the shoulder. The sort of up and over, it's quite a different movement, and it does feel quite different in the shoulder than the reverse movement. And really noticing what is stretching, what is engaging, what might I do that I don't need to do for this exercise. So that is sort of the mindful approach to exercise. And there are theories out there that sort of pose that if we really focus on the muscles we're using, they actually do get stronger quicker, or we're going to see results sooner because we really focus on what we're doing. But for me, which is a great, that's obviously a great side effect to have. But for me, it's much more about really being aware that we do work with good technique, because we want to get stronger in neutral. So if I'm not so aware of my neutral setup and maintaining that, and I lose that, and then I gain strength maybe in an arch position, and that's not going to help me progress, it's not going to help keep my spine happy and healthy. So being really aware of what really good technique is, and then get stronger in that really good technique is just so important, not only for progression to get better at Pilates, but to actually just be, have a happy and healthy spine for as long as possible into your 80s and 90s and 100s and beyond. Yeah. So mindful exercise can also be just walking to the station in the morning on your commute, really noticing how you move your feet, that there are, you're working through the joints, you're not turning out, you're not turning in, you're not rolling in, you're not rolling out. There's a lot happening, and that's just your feet. Yeah. So you can incorporate mindful movement just into your day. And the one we're so used to is how we sit at the desk, and we then force ourselves to sit up, and then a second later we're sitting like this again, and then we force ourselves to sit up, and then forget again, or we're leaning into one side. And that is why we take Pilates into a normal day, where we don't think, oh, I have to sit like this now and I can't hold it for very long. It's much more, I find my neutral, I find that alignment, I relax the shoulders just where they are, and then you can actually be here for a bit longer, and that becomes a very familiar alignment in which we can which we can maintain for longer, because we have developed that strength and awareness of that. So I hope that made sense why Pilates is considered mindful movement, especially in my classes. There are other Pilates classes out there that don't really apply that idea so much to what they're doing, which is another topic altogether. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section right at the bottom. So you scroll past all the suggestions, and then you'll have your comments there. You can leave something there. You'll need to sign in to leave a comment, so remember to do that. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, hit the subscribe button. If you want to be notified whenever I publish a new video, click the little bell, and then you'll get a notification when a new video is out. And I'll see you in the next video.